we don't have the answers, and two, we kind of have to follow our script and just kind of get the points across to you. But I will be reading your comments throughout the stream and passing along like any burning questions that may be popping up. No guarantees, of course, that those will be answered at a later time, but we are, of course, reading your comments.
Grinding. Hey, me too. I mean, I'm not going to show it, but I also am playing Romancing Saga Re-Universe. So good. I'm glad there's a Re-Universe fan in here. We can play together. Yeah, but once.
Fala, galera. Bom dia.
First Soldier comes
Tá
out,
cedo, hein? Tá cedo, tá cedo.
I mean, we've been playing,
tá cedo, mas a gente acorda cedo por um bom motivo, certo? Daqui a pouco vai começar a live do First Soldier. Um jogo mobile ao estilo Free Fire. Vamos ver como é que é. Estão atrasados já, hein? Normalmente japonês é pontual, hein, gente?
The thing about live streams is there's a script, but you can always go off the script.
Bom, eu não sei quanto tempo vai levar, né, essa live. Mas eu vou até umas 9h20, 9h30 aqui.
So the Japanese stream should be starting in just a moment.
Yay.
And so then they're going to be introducing themselves and also give an overview of what the stream will cover.
Yeah, so it'll be there. Like, if you guys are interested in just tuning into the Japanese stream, you're free to do so. But it's going to be on the screen for you guys there. So
yeah. So the other point I was going to mention is, so when they show like, so they're going to be showing some gameplay footage. There's also going to be some slides, some PowerPoint slides in Japanese. I'm going to throw the English versions of them on the screen for you guys.
Os dois são da Square, será? Não conheço, gente, foi mal.
Yeah, I'll try to keep up with them.
Felizmente não os conheço.
We might take a whole new route. This is the English stream after all. We can blossom it.
I like that comment. Whose stream is it anyway? And a stream where everything's made up and the points don't matter. They do matter.
Yeah.
They do matter.
We're gonna be scoring all of you guys at the end, so make sure you pay attention.
Tá pra começar, hein?
Yeah, we've got this.
Apologies for the wait. It should be starting soon, hopefully.
Sorry, guys. Just let us know. What games are you playing right now? What are you doing in this lovely?
And who else is up at 4 a.m.? I want to know who else here is on the West Coast with me.
Yeah, West Coast. I was gonna say the West Coast, but I appreciate the East Coast, so I won't start a war right now.
I was gonna say like the West Coast, the East Coast, the East Coast.
I thought you said West.
E aí, como é que vocês acham que vai ser esse jogo, hein?
Some people up playing Resident Evil.
Comentem aí.
Yeah, I was hoping to play that this weekend, but I have such a massive backlog that I don't think I will.
Okay. Oh, they're starting with a clip, so I'm gonna mute us for a second.
Esse já é o que a gente já viu, né? Mas tá bonito, né? Isso é bonito o jogo. Olha só que muito louco. Olha o Ifrit. Cara, se for isso mesmo, vai ser um baita jogo, né, meu? Show demais, né?
I'm so happy.
Alright, so we're starting with the first official stream for Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier. So now they're announcing that this is going to be the mobile Battle Royale releasing in 2021. This is stream number 0 because we're still, you know, it's not, it's just the first ever one, and they started with 0. And so then at the very end of the stream, there's going to be a little new information for Final Fantasy VII Integrate, so we hope that you'll stick around until the very end.
Ah, vai ter então novidades do Integrate.
His name is Taiga Kishi, and he is going to be the caster. And this is one of our gamer talents. This is Kasumi Ashizawa. She's just saying that she's played Final Fantasy VII many times.
I want that pin so bad.
She's asking how many times.
Like, where do we send in the submission for that pin? It's pretty legit.
And so then this is the producer, Shoichi Ichikawa, or the producer of Final Fantasy VII, The First Soldier. Shoichi Ichikawa-san. Introducing the voice of God here. Creative director, Tetsuya Nomura.
Yay!
すみません、一つ先に言っておくとですね、今日の最後、インタグレードの
Oh man, I wish how it could be as animated as they are right now.
今のうちに
The creator.
伝えといてください。拡散をよろしくお願いします。拡散をしておいて。リハーサルでも見てないです。そうですね。見たいですね。はい。
So now we're going to start.
É um canudo muito grande para umas garrafinhas bem pequenininhas que eles estão tomando, né, gente? Essa aguinha aqui, ó. Olha.
So just saying that some people were surprised that it's being a Battle Royale.
Oh, there's gonna be a final trailer at the end for
Asking
Integrate.
how does the Battle Royale fit into Final Fantasy VII?
Listen, if you're gonna be the voice of God, you dress up in your pajamas. I'm not speaking from experience or anything.
はい。これけどセブンでバトルをやりたいって言い出したのは市川。そうなんだ。君が台本にないですからねこれ。
Uma coisa também, viu, gente? Eu tenho uma cara de japonês, mas eu não sei falar japonês, não.
What? I'm sorry, what?
You might be a little quiet.
I might be a little quiet. No, I should be fine. I was just probably mumbling to myself. He'll yeah, Nomura-san will explain why there's a Battle Royale in FF7. But Nomura is saying that it was Ichikawa-san's idea.
Nice. Yeah, guys, live translating. Make sure to give Joshua props after this is done.
神羅がそれを組織していくというところが30年前で、このマークソルジャーはそこから10年ぐらいと。そうですね、はい。少し経って。
Okay, so now this is going to be the agenda for today. Waiting for it to show up on my screen because I have 2 streams going on right now and I'm waiting to catch up.
That's not chaotic at all.
There we go. So this is going to be the agenda for today. So first is going to be talking about what makes a Battle Royale, and this point
O que é uma Battle Royale, aí vai ter uma gameplay ao vivo,
but we're also going to be talking about what makes Final Fantasy VII the first
mais informações do First Soldier e um pouco de informação do Integrate, que vai sair para PlayStation 5, né?
And then they're also going to be showing live gameplay afterwards. And there's going to be some new information for Final Fantasy VII First Soldier, and at the very end, a little new info for Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. And then now... So first they're going to be talking about...
Queria saber quando que vai sair para PC. Eu quero o remake para PC, gente. Não tem dinheiro pra comprar PS4, PS5 não.
Okay, and so those points, or the main point, I guess, is...
O que é um Battle Royale, né?
It's gonna be pretty
Yep,
soon.
so obviously the player or the team that survives until the end wins. And then the other points that are shared across
Pra quem tá
all Battle Royale
acostumado, né?
games,
Eu,
these
sinceramente, nunca joguei um Battle Royale.
These are the ones that kind of shared across all of them.
Tô treinando no Free Fire, apanhando da molecada aí, né?
Alrighty, so typical Battle Royale features include battle against many
Então é uma
players,
batalha contra
private
vários
battles,
jogadores
but our
num
feature
grande
in the
campo,
trailer,
né?
there was more than just
Primariamente usando armas, né? Os equipamentos se encontram pelo campo. E aí a área vai se encolhendo conforme o tempo, né?
And then we're going on to now the points that make your soldier different. First one.
Então vai ser um cenário de... aquele cenário fora de Midgar, né? Os monstros que ficam
Video
ao
clip.
redor, né?
Video.
7番スラムですはい本作ではミッドガルの特にスラムエリアですねプレートの
So now they're showing the different areas. So I missed a couple points, but now this is the verdant house. This is Wall Market.
だけではなくて夜のバトルも楽しめるようになっておりまして
This is the
Ah.
area. You can see some monsters already floating around. Train graveyard.
Não, não é fora não, é dentro.
ただ邪魔するだけではなくてこのモンスターを倒すことでアイテム
This is the sewer underground.
モンスターを倒して自分のアイテム集めもよしもちろん街に降りてアイテム
This is the Colosseum. You can see the guard scorpion.
はいまあ、やっぱりボスモンスターというのはこう RPG にはつきものですので、セブンではガードスコーピオンということで、まず最初はですね、ガードスコーピオンが結構最初の脅威として、
Talking about, there's also a Tonberry that I missed on there. There's day and night time scenes. And the monsters will drop loot as well.
そうですね、すごくいい
Então alguns monstros vão aparecer aos poucos, né? No Battle Royale.
And then mentioning that guard scorpion was one of the first bosses.
まあ今 RPG これ
And then we're moving on to the next point, which is not only ranged combat, but also melee combat. Boop.
Melee. Because you are a soldier.
Exactly.
Gotta have melee.
You're a soldier candidate after all. Remember, you're
Candidate,
going to be
yes.
the first soldier.
That's a great point.
And so then, quickly, trying to catch up.
É isso aí.
So they're showing the gameplay now.
Não é
And
só
in particular,
PVP, né?
with melee combat, it is effectively especially effective against monsters.
Olha só que legal, gente.
Yeah, you gotta take those monsters down, man.
Esse da bomba aí é chato, hein?
He looks friendly.
Ó. Ah, muito louco, vai.
You can smoothly switch between the two.
気になるのが、僕も結構バトロワのシューター系やるんですけど、やっぱ
I wonder which will be better
どうしても隙が多かったりと
for
か、
PvP.
あとはやっぱりこういろんなところにファクトに敵がいるとあと音が出そうで
It's
Então o PvE tá bem interessante também, hein?
ranged and melee
Another thing they were
weapons, so
talking right now is using melee attacks against monsters specifically. It's advantageous over using ranged attacks because using ranged attacks would signal to other players that they could hear the gunshots. Whereas if you're using melee attack, that's kind of how the way to take them out more stealthily. So the middle range is more important than other battle royale games.
使い分けてもらってみたいなものが結構大事なゲームになってます。そうです
Oh,
ね。
if you want to be sneaky, gotta use melee.
Exactly.
あんまりこの競技性のあるゲームやったことない方っていうのも結構いらっしゃると思うん
They're
です
going off the script here a little
最
bit.
初にこのモンスターを倒す
Imagine you're just farming monsters and someone just snipes you.
Yeah. So another point that
対応してたことってあります
yeah. So you would want to farm monsters with melee attacks because they would give experience points in order to level up, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
ゆくゆくは楽しみな頭に捉えるすごくはい。
And now we're moving on to the next point.
Next point.
I guess another point they forgot to mention about the monster fighting is it's
Ó,
to level
usando
up,
as matérias, hein?
who aren't necessarily
As
good
especiais,
at
de efeito
it.
especial e as de
But
magias.
anyway, now we're talking about utilizing materia for magic attacks and special effects. And we have a little video to show
Full video.
in a second.
Ah, por enquanto tá legal, hein, gente.
Stream's a little delayed on my end.
入っておりましてちょっと動画見ていただきたいんです
It's
けど
okay, we'll get there.
There we go.
ちょうど動画で今目の前に緑の玉が3つ落ちてると思うんです
Right, so showing with the fire
Ó,
attack.
tem as matérias aí que coleta também.
Right now he's picking up materia that you would find on the field.
Olha que legal. A
So he
fire.
picked up
Ó.
Baraga,
Ah.
ranged attack.
ブリザードであればこう目の前に
Destroy.
So then with Blizzard, or maybe Blizzaga, it's kind of like a stationary turret.
Na verdade, o que o cara tá falando de Firaga,
To traverse
Blizzaga, isso na verdade vai mais do 8 e do 9, né? No Final Fantasy VII
I think you're muted.
não é esse o nome, né? O nome é Ice 2, Ice 3, Fire 3, Quake. Esses aí já são um pouquinho mais
Where's my fault?
dos outros, né? Do 8 e do 9, assim por diante. No 7 não tem esse nome não ainda.
I have two audios going on right now.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot. There's a lot. Like, I'm sure his battle
So
station just
another
looks
point they
insane.
mentioned about materia is collecting multiples.
Eu não sei se no remake
will
eles
strengthen it.
eles mudaram o nome, né?
Getting a point from the Murasan real quick.
You mean the voice of God?
Yeah, Nomura-san was saying that he personally doesn't often play Battle Royales. He does sometimes, but he's not that good. He's never been the last survivor for
It's
Nomura-san.
tough. I don't blame him. Neither have I. Can I play with my Nokia phone? Maybe not. But you know, miracles happen. I love going into the past for games like
So
this.
about this project in particular. Sorry, I'm delayed. He wanted to make sure that they're doing something different. And not just another cookie cutter battle royale. And you've already seen that from the points we've seen so far.
Oh my god, materia is such a perfect thing. Like, the more I think about it, materia and battle royales go together
Yeah.
so well.
So one of the features that make it different, obviously, is monsters bring a new dimension to it, and keeping the Final Fantasy VII feel as well.
Have they mentioned how many materia would be available? Not officially.
No, they have not.
But there will be, at the very least, the standard.
A gente tá de dia aqui no Brasil, né? Mas lá no Japão tá à noite, né? Dá pra ver que alguns deles ali estão meio cara de cansado, né? Estavam preparando essa apresentação.
So just getting,
Arriving to launches.
just getting some more points from Naruto right now. He's been pretty strict about how they handle the Final Fantasy VII world, and has been like pretty tough on the team with the Full Circle about maintaining the Final Fantasy VII Remake world on mobile. And now we're going on to the next point in just a moment.
That just makes me want to explore it so bad. The world of, or the world, the setting of Midgar is great. It's such a nostalgic, like you just see the city in your
Ah, que legal. Vai ter level
Last
up.
point, we're defeating monsters for experience, then level
Ah,
up.
legal, hein?
Clear, and we have
Vai
a little clip
Tem um
here
PVE
about
legal
what
aí,
leveling up.
então.
level up.
Alright,
E
so
level
here,
up.
He is a warrior style, and it was just showing his attack leveling up. You saw that first screen there. He didn't have much on his skills, but here he unlocked another skill. The second one is slash drain. I see on my screen. I think that does like kind of drains 30% of damage's HP.
Cara, Final Fantasy VII é demais, né, meu?
Your HP goes up. You get new skills. Powers up existing skills.
And then you find the sniper in the back.
So now they're talking about how they would balance just farming monsters.
Gotta weave some PvE elements into it.
Então, além de PVP bacana do Battle Royale, tem um PvE muito interessante.
If we don't get them in this stream delayed, then we'll try to pass them along like on social media and such. Right, so back to the point about how to balance just farming monsters. So damage is primarily tied to equipment and materia, so you still need to equip and level up to keep growing. You can't just farm monsters the entire match. You still need to go around the field to gather equipment and materia. So you're kind of having a balance. Exactly. You want to balance.
Cara, para um jogo mobile vai ser pesado, hein? Vai ser um jogo pesadíssimo.
So if you're brand new to Battle Royale, you can focus first on farming, and then as you get better, you can grow to taking out other players.
Então o lance primeiro é ficar farmando para depois chegar no PVP.
It'll be fun if you actually get to the end. Just like, what? I didn't farm any monsters. Get on my level. It's good bragging rights.
There's also lots of monster varieties.
Esse cara aí que tá no meio, esse japonês que tá no meio aí, ele é o designer, né? O criador, um dos criadores, né? O responsável, né? Pelo First Soldier.
Doing the live play. So that'll tell you a lot more than this explanation.
We're doing it live.
And there's a lot that Ichikawa-san wants to say, but of course it's better to show you in gameplay.
He's so excited. I love it.
Você vê que interessante, né? Mesmo a gente estando em 2021, eles estão no Japão apresentando o jogo, eles estão lá com papel, né? Eles poderiam estar com um baita de um iPad, um tablet grandão assim e só passando, né? O roteiro.
So the first one is Bata-san, a professional gamer in Japan.
O Manteiga. Butter, ele é um jogador profissional. Já viu ali que ele tem os patrocinadores dele, né?
That's not just me saying it weird, that's a reference. Kudos to whoever knows it. Looks like he's focused on Battle Royale, so he's probably gonna demolish whatever opponent is set before him.
So, another one.
Esse é o perigosão, né? Esse é o bicho brabo.
Next one is an entertainer in Japan. Tenko Morio is a comedian entertainer.
Então esse cara aí, ele é comediante.
I mean, there's a chance he's gonna get rocked right now. You don't go against a pro gamer and expect to win. It's not how life works.
Are you saying that his love for Final Fantasy VII can't get him to the top?
Listen, I love Final Fantasy VII when I play. I don't expect to be the final play. I'm gonna be farming monsters and forget that this is a Battle Royale and then I'm gonna die in 2 seconds. What's gonna happen?
É, vamos farmar, fazer que nem essa mulher tá falando aí. A hora que sair o jogo, meu, farmar pra sair arregaçando todo mundo depois, né? A não ser que no PVP, você matando, você upa o level muito mais rápido do que farmando, né? Mas, é isso aí. A gente vai destruir o PvE pra destruir o PVP.
Yes,
It was Reno, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Reno.
I mean, Rude's cool, guys. Don't forget about Rude. So they're asking you.
Yeah, so they said, or sorry, a point that I mentioned that the number of players in a match is 75, if I heard correctly.
Ooh.
My off-screen is
75 jogadores, é?
so they brought on members of the development team.
Cara, se for
to help out
75 vai ser
this
uma
in-game.
partidaça, hein?
Oh, and the third person who's joining the dev team is it was, I think it was Ashizawa-san. She's going to be helping, or she's going to be joining the match.
Tem as skins ali, né?
Doing the host.
All right. So,
So first
are
is
we-
gonna
are we-
so the live gameplay is first is gonna be solo play, talking about how it's kind of easier, requires less. I don't want to say less teamwork. You know what I mean? It requires less complexity when you're just worried about yourself. You don't have to worry about teammates. So first they're gonna be doing a solo free for all, and then they'll be doing a team match after. And that was also the video was.
Ah, primeiro vai ser solo, depois é que vai ter os times, né?
I just want that chocobo sweater in real life. Just give that to me right now,
And
please.
so now they're talking about the gameplay. Of course, everything is subject to change. That was a thing I forgot to mention at the beginning of the stream. Everything is subject to change, so there's obviously going to be balance adjustments. So don't take the gameplay footage as final, and balance is final.
There's always room to adjust things. So
Another point I missed was the A team will go easy on them at first because the developers probably know. What
Cara,
they're doing.
então vai ser um jogo
no mercy.
que vai misturar
Come on,
muito
guys.
bem o mundo do Final
That's where
Fantasy
you
VII, né?
establish dominance.
Essa coisa do Battle Royale e do... e de farmar, né?
I might have been
Cara, vai
wrong.
ser demais.
They're asking Tenko Morio-san like what he did to prepare for this.
He did nothing. He played.
Yeah.
Poltroninha bem
So he's just saying
pequenininha,
that
né,
he
gente?
practiced a lot.
I'm glad I'm not playing because I did not practice.
Starting soon. So we're going to be showing the game screen.
I want to see the skins. This is an
Someone said,
English.
read this message. This is live. We're just commentating.
Yeah.
So first, they're going to be starting with the lobby. Because there's stuff that you can do in the lobby. Okay, so here, they're going to be talking about styles and changing styles. So the thing that you see, the blue screen in the middle there, it says style change. Currently, he's a warrior style.
You can jump that warrior style.
So there's several styles to choose from. And so here's the screen that shows the different styles here.
Então os
On
estilos
the screen there you
diferentes
see
aí
warrior,
que dá pra...
sorcerer, monk, and ranger. So right now it's selected warrior, and showing that his unique skill is dodge, so he's able to like traverse a short distance very
Então,
quickly.
cada personagem vai ter uma habilidade diferente, né? Isso daí é o
He's
guerreiro.
especially good at melee combat. And so next showing sorcerer, so they have a special ability which I can't really see right now.
Obliterate
Magical
several.
spots, so
Tipo
to
de magia, né?
restore
Sorcerer.
HP. So the sorcerer is especially skilled at using magic. Second one is magic boost.
Então,
Oh, melee attacks vary by style. I like that.
então não é... O personagem não vai conseguir fazer tudo, né? Cada um vai ter uma especialidade.
Oh, so that first one is actually MP restore over time, or MP replenish. Alright, so back to warrior. So that
É o
second
modo
one,
guerreiro.
charge slash, is actually a unique. Actually, so it adds a barrier to when you are doing a melee slash attack. It kind of adds a barrier to you to protect you while you're doing it. The third one was the one I mentioned earlier about when you do melee attacks, they will restore some health back.
Ooh,
Oh, you
that's
said
nice.
rip your
Gives you a
ear?
little
Am I too close?
sentence
Sorry,
in there.
I'm reading closely to the screen. interesting. Hope to see more classes in the future. Will you see those 2 grayed out ones?
Yeah.
I wonder what that means.
Ooh. There's a charge slash. So basically,
That's the second one that I mentioned about it. It gives you a barrier. That's what charge slash is.
That's nice.
É barreira, né?
It's like it's a special melee attack that lets you like jump toward an enemy with a barrier on you specifically.
And
It doesn't apply a barrier to your normal attack. You can also see monk and ranger on the screen, but I don't think they're going to.
Então, a habilidade do guerreiro, né?
a story mode would be interesting. Oh my goodness. I want to see, like, I want them to like cycle through all the classes, because I think when I played I only did warrior, and it was just a mess. Like it was all in Japanese, so I'm just like struggling to play.
So something that they're talking about, if you're hearing them say jobs, so they're comparable to jobs, but here there aren't really any jobs in Final Fantasy, or in Final Fantasy VII they aren't really called jobs, which is why they're called styles here. They're not jobs in the traditional Final Fantasy sense.
Oh, styles. Makes me think of other games.
The point I think they just mentioned was monk is good at restoring health.
How does that hoodie not exist in real life? I don't understand it. I need it. There won't be any leaks here, guys. We're all professional and watching and
Alright, so they're showing on the screen the UI specifically. So you see that in the left slot they have the weapons, and you can swap between them by tapping on it. Those 3 slots are for materia specifically.
Ah, então aqueles slots ali, ó, que tá vazio é pra matéria.
Going around picking up some ammo and stuff. But this is the lobby, so I don't think it matters. Alright, so here's the map.
Tá mostrando o mapa,
Location, that's where they're starting.
onde eles estão começando ali.
There's a lot of places that are familiar.
Aí vai escolher o estilo.
I mean, they're all in Japanese. Hold on.
Você vai querer um guerreiro ou não.
I made a handy tool for
começa-
myself if you're curious.
Open it.
One second.
Open it.
E vai começar.
One
As soon as
second.
you can. No, it's too late.
Am I
We won't
allowed? Am
know.
I allowed to show it?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
I mean, there's a cutscene right now. We gotta watch
Hold
the
on.
plot.
What?
Wait.
It's plot. Oh, it's just a drop in.
Where'd
You
it
can
go?
show
Yeah.
it.
So right now he's just dropping in, just showing the map.
Ah, bom.
If you're curious, there are the names.
Já tava vendo ali o helicóptero
Big
batendo um no outro. Caraca.
Oh my gosh.
Showing various familiar locations from Final Fantasy VII. Don't
Okay,
analyze this too much. They're not any places new.
We're going to the church,
Alright,
man.
so, and
That's
if
all
you
I
played
care
Final
about.
Fantasy VII Crisis Core, those helicopters might look familiar to you. You can choose when to jump out.
É, e é o normal, né?
I'm gonna hide that now. Beep. Alright, so he is
Caraca, não
landing in the
abriu.
church area.
Aí sim, hein?
Or she's landing in the church area.
Aí, ó. Aí é o... a igreja, né? Onde a Ares
So she's going in. I'm trying to follow along to see
Ah
what she
lá.
picks up.
I'm rooting for her because she
cuida do jardim, pegou a matéria.
chose the
Pure-
church like a true awesome
Pure
person.
materia. So that just saying phase 1. So before the area.
Que é isso aí, os slots ali especificamente
There were
pra...
75 players in
Esses
this match.
3 slots aqui, ó.
Eric was
Especificamente
obviously
pra
not that
matéria.
Oh. She's
Oh, and
not
she
even
also picked up
born
arrow.
yet.
I missed.
Por enquanto normal, né?
Don't worry. If we do walk on the flowers when Aerith is born.
And so on the UI you can
taking
also
care of them.
see the
E pra achar
purple,
os
that's the
sumos, né?
MP
Como é que vai
gauge,
ser?
and for each material you can see how much MP it uses for each skill.
Aí tá pegando só... Ó, pegou Fire. Por enquanto só...
I kind of like that you can pick up arrows.
So you can see some different types
Só
of
pegando...
small
Só pegando material, né?
ammo. And you can see on the UI in the middle of the screen you can see like it
Aí
lets
lá
you
no
know if
canto tem o
something's in
mapa,
fire
né?
or
Dá
chest.
pra ver onde é que
So now
tá.
we're showing
Ó,
the first person
já achou o
aiming mode.
primeiro.
That's with the reticle icon on the UI. You tap that
É,
and hold, and it'll let
aquele...
you do the first person. You
O
don't
vermelhinho ali
for,
no canto superior
range attacks,
direito
it's just if you
é
wanna
onde
be
tá
more accurate.
o outro player.
Someone already died.
say,
I
like,
don't know if that was
two
the first
people
one.
died.
Oh, I haven't not been paying attention because in Battle Royales, people always die in the beginning.
Yeah, but how many people started? Like 10? I mean, I'm surprised that it took this long.
Okay, so they're talking about the weapon rarities, so it's ones that are familiar to you, so like blue, gold, purple. So this is one of the Shinra caches.
Ué?
And that material was brine? I'm sorry, what?
No, sorry, I was gonna comment on chat. There's virtual
Pick a fire.
controls, so it's actually pretty easy to.
É, tá mais se afastando, né? Ela tinha encontrado um player num...
And I'm sure I played this like a year ago, and I'm sure
E não
they had the
quis
controls, like, that's
matar,
very
né?
cool
Agora
that
tá tomando,
they're
né?
actually
Tomou.
doing it.
Alright, so here they're going into first person
Olha lá.
to shoot.
Achou.
I guess they didn't decide to shoot because that would give them away. I don't know if we've seen that on screen yet, where when you hear the sound, you'll get a little indicator. And she was looking for a monster to fight, and she didn't find any.
Ah, ela tá procurando um monstro, né?
Oh, she saw a chocobo. Where?
Find it.
Achou um chocobo, é?
She
Ah
just
lá.
saw a chocobo.
Ali.
No, that was not a chocobo. That was
No. É outro player que tá sentando bala. Tome! Vai acabar rapidinho, hein?
There should be sound. It just might be a little quiet.
Ó,
We
ó,
wanna
ó.
speak a little over them. I can
Nossa,
raise
que
it
mira
up
louca, hein?
guys, and I'll just have to yell a little more.
Show your neighbors.
So
online.
now the zone is shrinking.
E aí, como Battle Royale, né? Tá... Vai começar a diminuir, né? O
Yeah.
perímetro.
Fear is kind of hard, or fire is kind of hard to aim from far away.
As much as I
Manually
like
shooting.
the chocobo hoodie, yeah, that's basically come shoot.
Uh!
So
So it's
maybe
like
there's
one
like
player.
Conseguiu, hein?
a green
She's
option.
going to pick up.
Aí pega as coisas que pegou, né?
And so she had, I already missed it, Gravira.
Olha lá, lá,
So
lá,
we're
lá.
gonna pick up the items.
Assim vai morrer, hein, filha?
Oh,
Ah, lá, level up. Ah, que legal, hein?
again, the A team is going easy on them, is what they said.
É, como falou, é que eles estão pegando leve, né? Com
And now
a principal.
we switch to
Aí mudou pro
I think this is
outro.
Tank Mori?
Estão mudando de tela ali. Legal, hein?
It might
So
be
it looks
one.
like they have a blizzard, poison, and I don't think that's cure. I forgot what that icon was.
É, se parece, o terceiro ali parece que é cura, né? O primeiro é um Ice.
Let me know how the sound is, by the way, because I have.
Tome-lhe
Because
bala,
your-
né?
Your audio, when you turn to translate, your audio kind of shifts to the other side.
Oh,
Não,
So
o cara não tá nem aí, ele tá
Alright,
indo
so on this
sem.
screen, you see that they are in the District 7.
Ah, é o comediante.
ブリザードバインをケアルですので
Oh.
Não deu um tiro esse cara. Tomou é na cara. Tomou na
Alright, so
lata.
here we have a monster. Are we gonna fight it, maybe?
I
We
mean,
didn't show
if she
monster fighting yet.
levels up, she'd be in a
Ah lá, achou o monstro.
He's at half health though, and he just used a potion to restore the items. There's like a item button on the bottom left there. You see it's kind of like a long tube. You can tap that to use the one you currently have equipped, or you can press the arrow above it to like cycle through the different potions that you have. Because there's different.
Tá cheio de gente aí, né?
I think
Mas
she did pick up a cure spell. So she should be
olha só.
What the second materia is, but it's the.
É PVP, mas tem o PVE aí, ó.
火炎だったり
É, tem tempo de ficar farmando não, filho.
Ah, there's a not player chocobo.
There's the chocobo.
Choosing cure.
そしてあれですね町田さん
There's a lot of people there.
何としても逃げ延びてほしいですこれもしかしたら逃げた方がいいかもしれないです
She's just running. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a good example of showing different UI. So you can see the footstep sound indicators and the bullet fire.
É, mas tá indo no perímetro aí que tá acabando, né?
Use comment. I want to see comment.
Oh, that was comment that she used. I see. That was the one I think I saw, like a wide area around. I think that's what the second one is, comment.
I think I missed it because I was looking at chat and I'm so disappointed.
So the
Olha lá, tá
phases
se
that you see over
curando.
there is just when the safe zone shrinks.
O legal ali é o
Chat
MP, né? A barra de
commentary,
MP.
yes, and they do level up when you,
Então
collect,
tem
duplicates.
mais ferramentas agora pra...
There's Comet again. She's using Comet on the Chocobo. I feel like that's very fitting.
Ah, ela usou o cometa. Ela pegou uma matéria de cometa. Olha só que louco.
Did it kill the poor Chocobo?
I mean, if it
I think it
survives.
did. So we saw a player there riding on one of the bikes, and he's gone. There are a couple different types of vehicles in this as well. I think we've only seen that one so far.
Mais um. Tem 2 ali, tem 3.
And he ran right
Tem um monte ali, ó. Tem um monte de gente ali.
I didn't know you guys captured my type of gameplay. That's pretty.
Olha os monstros aí do PvE.
I would.
Na verdade tá tudo junto, né?
So now we're fighting the
How is Butter doing?
hedgehog pie, is what they're called.
See,
So here he's
that's-
actually using.
Então é isso. Então, tipo, você pode se concentrar nos
this guy's
monstros
grinding levels. I told you.
pra
He's grinding levels.
This is
para
like
upar
he's gonna
level,
get, like, level
pra depois
5
arregaçar o
with
restante, né?
diamond
Mas
spikes
o
instead of, like, what's up?
So the second skill
mas
is
também
arrow. Don't
você
know what
fica
that
meio
is.
que concentrado no PvE e de repente chega um cara atrás de
He's
você
the
e
orphan cleric. Well,
e
remember,
senta
he's
tiro.
the pro gamer butter. He knows what he's doing. Oh, another point, UI can be modified. That's the thing. First thing is you can see the UI. Those buttons were different than the ones that were shown on the previous players. So he chose to rearrange to put the actions on the top instead.
That's like
Ah, lá você vê que a tela mudou ali, ó, né?
StarCraft 2 tournaments,
Que a
man.
pessoa que escolheu, né?
They,
Ele
like,
que
go
escolheu
just
deixar
instantly
daquele
set
jeito aí, ó,
functional.
a
Now I
tela.
see pro gamers, I'm like, you guys know what's up.
So one point they're about to mention, because I'm a little ahead, is when you're on the bike, you can actually do like a slash attack while you're on the bike. I'm sure it's very reminiscent of attacks you've seen in Final Fantasy VII and 7 Remake.
Aí, ó. PvE bom aí.
And we've got one boss here, the Guard Scorpion.
Yeah, that's scary.
I've never fought one of those myself, so I don't know if you can even take it out solo or if that's more intended for team play.
What better time to find out
Those
than
look
now?
like accessories that I just saw in there. It looks like, was he attacking someone else? No, he's still attacking this player. As you can see, they have different attacks, and that was a very long-range homing missile.
And he like dodged it. Oh,
Yeah, and the boss monsters have a lot of drops to them, and so.
Ah,
this
chamou o
Chocobo,
Chocobo lá.
so you see that sign right there. You can call a Chocobo, so it's like basically a free vehicle if you can find one of those.
Que muito louco,
oh,
hein?
don't shoot the chocobo.
And it looks like that attack is actually a Chocobo kick. That button on the bottom right there. I've not seen that myself.
Well, your vehicle's got a kick.
Personally, I hope that's a really strong attack.
Cara, é bom, hein? Olha que legal.
He's doing. Oh, I think that's actually. Is that jump? No, I think his jump button is just hidden.
That's a fast chocobo.
So he's showing the map. So it actually kind
Que
of
legal, hein?
hovers a little bit in the air to give you a little bit of distance. Looks like someone's.
Será que é um Chocobo normal, um Wonderful Chocobo?
Poor chocobo. So confused.
So 16.
Terceira fase.
Oh, that player just popped out.
They
He just used a potion to heal.
Oh, the ring is shrinking.
So you see there's different stances as well on top right, so you can crouch, you can jump, and when you jump to like a ledge, you'll climb up it.
Oh, I wonder how many. Can you see how many kills? It's a little small on my screen.
Can you see how many kills?
Yeah.
I
Is it
don't
on the
remember.
top?
On the 4 on the top there, that might be the kill count, I forget.
Because I know he's got to have killed at least
So he's
one or
taking
two.
his player? So he was just showing that you don't need to zoom in to shoot. Cash or loot box just dropped somewhere. That was the pop-up there, so he just leveled up.
É
And
isso
he
aí.
learned a new skill or passive, which I didn't read in time. Ooh, he has Comet. Or, yeah, he just picked it up.
He's just
So that
he's
was,
just
yeah, that was an
melting
accessory.
people.
Accessories.
É, a diferença de um profissional, né?
Potion, he's restoring something. So I think that
O
actually
maluco
wasn't an
tá
accessory. The
sentando,
yellow
ó.
one is an ether.
Ele não dá nem aquele zoom, né? Que a mulher aí
I
falou.
want to see a giant fight.
I said loot box, but a drop cash drop to get more equipment.
Tá
So yeah,
recuperando
with
HP de
healing, you can
boa.
use potions to stay on the move. While healing, you don't have to just stand and cast cure. That player laid down an arrow, so you can use it either.
Cara,
for
que
yourself
vai
to
ser um jogo
advance
complexo,
rapidly, or
né?
as like a trap for other players. Throw them off.
Tem mais ferramentas aí, tem o PvE
Is this a
legal.
solo RPG? No, this is Final Fantasy VII: The First Soldier. It's a Battle Royale.
I mean, you can try. You're welcome to farm monsters, but then a player
Yeah,
will
so
run up
if you're
and
used to
shoot
single
you.
players, you could farm monsters. It's just that be aware that other players will probably shoot you in the process.
They'll see an opportunity.
So that was a powered up Firaga, I believe. You can see how that it was.
Incomoda muito esse cara ficar falando Firaga, viu?
Get him, get him. I want her to be in at least top 5.
So the save zone is shrinking.
Ó, tá restando 10 pessoas.
One of the monsters called other monsters to attack the player. So, you know, like just like in.
E até agora matou
Fantasy games,
5.
monster when it's by itself, it might call other monsters to help it out.
Já
So
pegou o
be
Chocobo
aware
ali
when you're
pra,
hunting monsters.
pra vazar.
We're streaming for this particular stream, but we're not the community managers, so whether we'll be appearing in other streams is it's up in the air. But we are super excited to be streaming this for you guys, especially with Joshua's commentary. It's the perfect thing to wake you up at 4 a.m.
So this looks like Sector 5, the school, I believe. You can see this is still early and there's not still a lot of
Tá
open
faltando
fields
pouco ali, né?
before Shinra steps in.
Se bem que eles estão mais apresentando do que batalhando entre si mesmo, né?
So what I'm seeing is that there actually is a lot of room for like strategic elements. It's not just like go and shoot and have the
Right.
best aim. It's
Yeah, something they're not really showing in this gameplay right now is just the verticality of some of the places you can get to. 8 players left. So they were talking about for chocobos. You saw there was like a little buggy earlier.
Tá
The
faltando
advantage of
8.
chocobos is they're easier to control and better mobility. So like with the car, you actually, if you want to turn around, you have to do like a U-turn or a 3-point turn. Whereas with the chocobo, you can just immediately go back and forth.
Can you
O
drift?
cara tá falando
You cannot
que.
drift on the
Oh.
chocobo. You can drift on the bike.
O cara tá falando que.
I don't know if they'll show
Parece que é mais fácil andar com Chocobo do que com
Hedgehog pies.
a moto com carro.
That did not look very strong to me. Oh, so they did say it's not very strong. Darn. So that
Mas
is
o legal é que eles estão mantendo realmente o lance do Final Fantasy VII com a barra de HP e a barra de MP.
Explore mode. I just want to
collapsed
explore
expressway.
everything.
Sorry. Someone saying Fast and Furious Chocobo drift? No, it wasn't the Chocobo that drift. It was the bike, which I don't think they've shown one of the streamers actually drifting with it.
Well, now I want to see a chocobo drift.
Oh.
That'd be awesome. Oh,
Something I completely missed for the Chocobo. There's actually, so in the game there's like achievements or missions. One of them is to kill someone with a Chocobo kick. So that might be quite a challenging one, since Chocobo kick is a very
Ah, então tem algumas missões aí. O cara falou que uma das missões é você conseguir matar um player com um Chocobo. Você tá montado num Chocobo e tem que matar o player com um chute do Chocobo.
gotta.
I can just tell that was a dev they were throwing on purpose.
I know, right? It's like, oh,
We're
I'm
in the
just
top
gonna
5
show
right
my
now.
back
So
to
yeah, on
you.
the top left you can see the number of remaining players. There's 4 players left in the
Yes,
top 5.
she did it. I'm so happy. She better win. Now I'm rooting for her. If Butter wins, I'm gonna cry on stream right
I
now.
mean, I'm sorry, they weren't throwing. They were very skillfully taken out. One of the items, I don't know if she picked it up or not, is a re-raise ring. So it actually will allow you to resurrect once after being killed. I don't know if
that's a game changer.
I don't know if it's full HP or if it's partial.
I mean, I would assume if items level up, that maybe like the base only has your like 10 or 25%, and
Right.
then it goes up.
What happens in the end? Winner, winner, chocobo dinner? Man, I don't know, but I would love that. But at the same time,
Upando o level.
I don't know if that's something they would say in Final Fantasy VII. Final
Achou
Fantasy
mais um.
7, not
Olha
really.
que muito louco usar o Fire, hein,
They do
gente?
plan on supporting controllers for mobile devices.
Yes. That's actually.
So
I'd probably
level up.
play it
So
with
there, I think there was the dodge or the dash slash that just leveled up as well. You see that it said level 3 in the middle. So it's not only your acquiring skills, but you can level up
Louco, hein?
existing ones as well.
Vixe, agora tá praticamente... Muitos se encontraram já.
Wait, what? Who's eating chocobos? Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Well,
We're in
you
the
know,
top
I bet,
3 now.
I bet chocobo tastes like chicken, so it's okay.
Oh, they just threw a fire back. Waiting for them to take the shot. Oh, Butter died already.
Oh man.
no.
Well, they
Ah, o jogador profissional morreu, hein?
She's
O
the last
Manteiga.
of the panelists, so it's just her and 2 of the dev team.
Come on, you can do it. Beat the devs. Beat the devs.
This is some pro dodge strategy.
Come on, I need her to succeed right now. This will be a victory for all.
Tem que se mover, né, filha?
Against dev teams.
This is adorable. I'm sorry. She just threw down a comet. I think that
Oh,
took him
that was
out. Yep,
actually
that took him
a
out.
really good
Cê é louco, hein? Meteu cometa.
sucker.
Falta só mais um.
Just one other player.
Do it, do it. Yeah, she needs to get another comment. Get those items.
5 seconds until the area shrinks again. So things I didn't talk about that isn't obvious on the top right of the map. The white circle is where it's going to shrink to, and the timer underneath.
Tem que recuperar é
how
MP,
long it
né,
takes
pô?
until it shrinks to that space.
What we're witnessing is.
She's just checking out to show how
Oh my
close she is,
god,
and she's fine.
MLG. Way to bring back like 2010. Oh my gosh.
Apparently, Comet can be avoided by going in a building, so that's one reason to not fight him in the old. Who's the
Ah, o
girl
jogo
playing?
é
So
legal, hein,
they're
gente?
playing as like classes. There's not like characters you pick. Instead, you pick what's called styles in this game. You can think of them as
Esse
jobs
jogo
or
aí tá
classes.
bonito,
In this case,
mano.
She's playing as
Tem um boss aí que ninguém matou ainda, né?
I think, yeah, she was playing a
oh,
warrior. Cause
is
that's
she going to? I don't think they showed interacting with the vending machines yet, but those do have stuff that
Yeah, I think
I'm not
they're-
going to talk about until she does it. Okay, so she did win. I guess the other player died to it. She's so confused about how she just won.
Yeah, no, she did great. Like, she farmed, she cast her spells, she didn't hoard items. Like,
I'm guessing the other player
That was
just
legit.
died to a monster somewhere.
I believe
Oh,
she.
who the human being playing it
Yeah.
was, not the who is she, not who is she playing, but who is the person playing. So
Her
she
name.
is she
it-
information I was given was Ashizawa-san,
Cause-
but gamer
yeah.
talent. I forgot exactly what she is.
She's gaming talent. She's really good.
She's gaming talent.
Esse gameplay aí foi legal, hein,
Good,
gente?
good answer.
Who also plays a ton. She's really good. Like those
So
those
now-
materia spells were thrown very well.
Before they go into the trio match.
Hi everyone who's just joining us. I mean, it is Hunger Games. It's Battle Royale. Last man standing. You gotta kill all your opponents. It's kill or be killed. It's brutal.
É,
So right now,
Battle Royale é isso, né?
talking about, like,
Matar ou morrer.
the
Tem jeito.
connection between the places in the map that you see here compared to what you see in Final Fantasy 7 and 7 Remake.
っていうのを結構疑問に思われた方が多いようですが、一応これはセブンのリメイクでもVR
That's how they recruit soldiers. They pit them against each other, and then the strongest becomes a soldier.
システムが入ってたんです。
Pretty brutal, but that's Shinra. That's what they do.
未来の
Why show your face when you can be the voice of God?
その世
I
界
gotta say, it's infinitely more fun.
So
to
yeah,
be
he
the
was
voice
just
of
mentioning
God.
something that I mentioned earlier about how, because it's set earlier, obviously there's a lot fewer buildings that you would see in Final Fantasy 7 and 7 Remake, and some places that aren't as damaged as they were.
どんどんということはどれぐらい答えられるか知らない
This was 30 years before. or
書きましたけど
And also there were some places that you might have seen in Crisis Core as well. For example, Seventh Heaven, if you didn't know, was not created or was not like built by Tifa. It existed before her. You could see it in.
São cenários, né? Como que aparece no Crazy Score. Que vai aparecer lá o pub lá, né?
For some of
Sétimo
these
Céu.
locations, the idea is that the soldiers or the
Que eles falaram que não foi a
soldiers
Tifa que
pre-soldier
criou, né?
candidates are in VR training.
Ooh.
Até porque esse jogo First Soldier, ele é uma história. Ele é um mundo do Final Fantasy VII que acontece 30 anos antes da história principal.
I'm gonna confirm that.
先ほどのマッチングのところを
And so now they're just talking about the feedback from Butter-san about the gameplay of this game, and he appreciates that there are a lot of unique elements that he hasn't seen in other Battle Royale games.
が決まっていくんで連携がね大事なところなんでちょっとお三方でそもそも誰がどのスタイルやるかもしかしたら決めて
I
いた
like
だいた
that
方
a
がいい
lot of the materia
So
is
now they're
unlocked
prepping for
classes.
trio mode still.
僕はレンジャーは
We're
絶
just talking.
対いると思うんです場所を確認するために
That would be my
So
feedback.
they're not
of that.
deciding which style it's going to be.
なんか楽に押し付ける僕はマーガリン弟子としてバタ君弟子
So Butter is going with Ranger.
僕はちょっとやっぱり魔法を使いたいんで
Tenkomori-san is going with Warrior, it sounds like.
で行こうかなとじゃあバターさんはレンジャーはいレンジャーでそれでかすみちゃんはもうウォーリアーで逆じゃないですか女の子がなんか操作のイメージあるけどレディーファーストですからレディーファーストレディーファーストで急に監督のごとく仕切り始めましたね
Okay, so they're going to start.
私が天子さんの道を切り
Are we doing
レディーファーストで戦場
Oh.
一番手を
Did someone say they were going monk? They're talking about monk now, and how monk has a barrier.
I wanna
There we
see
go.
monk.
Okay, so now they're. Oh no, that's ranger that they were showing on screen. I didn't have time to read. Okay, there we go. So, the first one. I just didn't leave it on the screen long enough. I just saw
pause
that it's setting something in an area. That's as much as I read before he switched away.
Ah, estão no lobby, né? Normal. De boa.
Ranger will be interesting because it like
oh.
it reminds me of Warrior already.
If I heard correctly, did they? I think they said.
Mas outro estilo
So
de.
Ranger, unlike the other classes, when they pick up materia, it doesn't level up when you pick up. Subjects change.
De
and
jogador, né?
my translation is most likely wrong.
I mean, you can't say that when you're an hour in.
No, it's just they're talking very fast. Yeah, the one on the screen is the ranger because this is still Butter. It doesn't say ranger anywhere on the screen, but that's what he showed a moment ago. Oh, actually, okay. So the ability, the first ability for the ranger was. I don't remember what it was called, but the icon that you said, but it reveals monsters and enemies in an area around you. So ranger's skill is more about area awareness. You can see where the players around you, even if they aren't making any sounds, or yeah.
Então o Ranger ele.
So I think rangers actually sounds very good, which is also why Butter
Ah.
chose it. Yeah, it's like scouting.
he's
you
like,
can-
I'm
O Ranger ele tem uma noção melhor do perímetro, né? Da área onde ele tá.
I was
With a
hoping to
team of
see
3,
the
they should be able to take down the guard scorpion. Because yeah, and you see right now on the
Até
left.
porque
we have
eles.
Butter,
Ranger ele.
Kasumi, which is Ashizawa-san, the one from before, and
Tá
Tenkomori-san,
acostumado muito
which
com
was
floresta,
the-
né? Essas
the
coisas.
3 guests in the studio that are
Então
in
o cara tá bem. Ele saca muito bem onde ele tá. Por isso que o Manteiga aí, esse Butter,
Take down the boss.
ele escolheu, né?
While also fighting people. That's like the most intense thing you could do.
Ah, que legal.
That's something that they didn't show before. Like when it's a taller surface, you can run along it as well. You don't have to just get up to like waist height and then you climb over it. You can actually climb up to climb on top of it.
I dig it. I dig it.
Legal que ele tá falando aqui de escalar, né?
Ninja soldiers, yes.
Olha lá. Louco, hein?
All types of soldiers. Yeah, I'd be doing this. I'd just be jumping on things. I'm a mess in lobbies.
So yeah, this is what they call trio mode in Japanese. Now they're talking about other materia. They're talking about smoke and arrow. We already saw arrow, but smoke.
What's the height range? I wonder. Actually,
What is the
it's
kite range? Is
probably-
someone asked that? I don't know.
Whoa.
They're talking about like kiting monsters and like before they rubber band back. So they're talking about arrow useful so you can like just jump in from someone where they wouldn't expect you from. So he just used his whatever you want to call it. I'll call it Ranger's Eye. He could use his Ranger's Eye and it highlights like a circle over all the players in the area around him. And it would do that for monsters as well.
This will be. I just want to like. I just want to throw like 50 bosses at them and just see how they.
E aí, vai
So
começar
right now,
finalmente.
they're talking about having voice chat and pin chat. They do support pin chat. I didn't hear if they said voice chat was implemented fully or not, but there is voice chat if you would choose.
Oh, interesting. The ping system, I think, is basically a requirement.
Oh yeah,
Um,
absolutely. And it's good that they have it.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, another thing is that Ifrit can be summoned. That's something that they didn't show in the last one, and also you saw in the video at the very beginning.
But the true question is, where is my girl
So
Sheila?
so another thing that I forgot to mention is when you're in the helicopter, you can actually control its trajectory, and in that team, you can see one of them had a helicopter icon next to him. That's the one who's steering. So it's not everyone fighting for control of the helicopter. I wonder if he's going to steer it a little bit.
I wonder if you can relinquish control so you can let like someone else
No.
steer.
I don't think so. So yeah, they're all in the same helicopter. Okay, didn't steer it. He just decided to drop. But the other players can be in the, of course, in the helicopter, and they can choose to drop wherever they want to. So right now he's going over to, I think, was that Don Corneo's mansion? Yes, that's Don Corneo's mansion.
Raid it.
So I think that one in the one of the clips from before they showed there was like a guard scorpion.
Isso aí tá falando que é a mansão do Dom Cornel.
Forgot who it was.
Se entrar vai ter umas coisas esquisitas, hein? Não sei se vai ter arma precisamente,
A
hein?
red chocobo, that's what it is.
Dom Cornel é um cara
How
esquisitão,
old is
pô.
Don Corneo? He's actually like in, I don't want to give a number, but he's middle-aged.
He's
So
not
I would not be
young.
surprised if he's like in his 40s.
He's not a spry young man.
Okay, maybe at this point in the game, because this is set before 7 and 7 remake, so maybe now he's, I don't know, in his 20s. Would you
Yeah,
want to
you
see
hear
a Would you want to see a Corneo in his 20s? I would
Kind
not.
of.
É, o Dom Cornel aos 20 e
He's
poucos
probably
deve
40
ser
in,
muito.
like, in 7 remake probably. Don't quote me on that.
I'm gonna quote you. I mean,
Aí o cara tá errando, porque se é 30 anos antes, né? Então, se ele tá nos 20 aí,
Well, this game
no
is
jogo ele tá
not
com
compatible.
50, pô.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but they are working on controller support.
Já pensou?
So yeah, if I said he's in his 20s now, then he would be in his 50s in 7 remake. I don't know. I can't do this aging. Maybe he's in his teens. That's even worse than wanting to see him in his 20s.
We just need to see different stages of his life. Just like a character artwork. It's like 20s, 30s, 40s, present.
Okay, so they're talking now about like how team play works, and when a player's down, there is an option to revive them when you go
Ah,
after them.
estão jogando em
Now
times
we're in
aí.
mansion. There's one of the caches. So that was the accessory, the necklace looking thing. Fire arrow and ammo. More
That's a
ammo.
good cache.
The machine gun.
Raid the mansion,
There's
guys.
I forget what they call the rarities in the game. Purple pistol. So if you want to res a teammate at range, you would want to use the raise spell. But if you want to res normally, you have to run up to a teammate to res them.
Cara, que jogo mobile louco, velho.
I don't think there'll be a group res. I think it's all single. Because the point of Battle Royale is to feel that pressure of death.
Of course, and that subject's changed. We haven't seen raise and how it works, so it could, but I don't know. Something that I've noticed that on the UI on the top left where you see your teammates, so you saw that flash, that means they're engaged in a fight. I don't know if that's them shooting or them hearing a gunshot. Most likely them shooting. Finding more Shinra caches.
I hear scratching.
Interestingly, only
Quer Suzuki, é pay to win um negócio ali, é?
is fighting someone. Oh no, Butter's there now.
Get
So they're
water.
seeing someone. Are they fighting monsters? No, they took out a
Target the
player.
pro.
That's a player
A
cache.
gente tá se aproximando de um horário aqui, gente. Eu tô esperando um pessoal vir fazer uma manutenção aqui no meu apartamento. Então não se assustem se eu ouvir a campainha aqui ou me ausentar um pouquinho, hein?
Kira is an area heal spell, so that is something that works well with teammates. It's targeted around an area.
Yes. Don't be the designated healer of the group. Go damage. Full offense is the best
So
defense.
those are the pings that they set. They're wondering where everyone is.
Yeah. I want to see some action. I think that's like a shrinking arena is fine, but I think battle royales are missing like a true like, oh, the players are all separate. Let's get them together like a forced environment.
They're just camping here because it's like a pretty advantageous location because they know where players have to come from unless they come from down there, which is why this is Kasumi-san. She's just sort of patrolling around. Oh no, this is Tenko-Mart.
É, claramente dá pra ver que o cara ele não tem muita experiência com o jogo, né?
Drop it for your other teammates to pick up, just similar to other Battle Royale games. When you pick up a weapon or materia, you can choose to drop it. It's the same for materia. I don't know what. He's just showing that you can like use arrows.
Caraca, mas que salto, hein, filho?
Die, you fools.
Just threw his teammate away.
I mean,
How many players? So that it's going to be up to 75. So he heard gunshots. Finally, someone shows up.
yeah. There will be some aspects of customization, especially with styles.
Que atirar, filho? Ah, esse aí vai morrer
Your
fácil, né?
preferred combat style. And your appearance will change then. There'll also be different skins that you'll be able to get. Like we showed recently, there's pretty
A
awesome.
gente fala que é como se fosse um sitting duck.
And I'm still thinking about it. It's in my head.
Eles estão trabalhando em times, né?
Saw people in chat asking where we are in the stream. There you go. I gave you the agenda now.
Upgrade.
So, 7 remake integrate stuff is going to be at the end of the stream. But because this is going to be the last of the line gameplay, and then we'll talk very quickly about First Soldier, and then we'll go on to 7 remake integrate. Another point. So with sorcerer, if you're the sorcerer class, it actually allows.
Acho que eles já
for
vão
example, the fire,
acabando
or
aí
or Firaga materia, instead you would fire it
na
first.
agenda, né, que eles tinham mostrado no
Last time I
começo.
saw someone using 3. I thought it
Eles vão
was
mostrar
something
um
that
pouco
was
dos
actually
detalhes do Integrate.
Yeah.
and other spells have different buffs when you're playing as a sorcerer. For example, Thundera, or no, sorry, not Thundera, Thundaga or Thundara. It would have. I
Thundaga
forgot.
is the strongest, I think. So
Yeah. I don't know which material they have here, but for example, that one.
Então, de novo, eles estão falando assim, né? Pode ser que seja realmente a magia, mas o mundo do Final Fantasy VII, mais uma vez, não tem isso. Não é, é Thunder, Tundara, Tundaga, né? Mas no 7, o clássico é Ice, é Bolt, Bolt 2, Bolt 3. Esse negócio de Tundaga, Tundara. Isso aí começou a vir no 8. Na verdade, eu já acho esquisito o Carbuncle tá no 7, né? Tem umas coisas que eles adicionaram, né, no mundo do Final Fantasy VII.
Hello? I might. Come on, don't give me technical issues at 5 a.m. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I guess it's not a stream without something happening to my
What I mentioned is the experience that you earn applies the same in trio mode as in solo mode, and the experience you earn from monsters is determined by how much damage is done.
Tá, ali embaixo eles estão já com o schedule, né? Qual que eles estão? Estão fazendo a live, né? Primeiro eles explicaram o que é um Battle Royale. Agora eles estão fazendo a gameplay, né? Eles fizeram primeiro a gameplay solo. Agora eles estão fazendo a gameplay de time. Próximo passo aí é dar mais informações, né, sobre o First Soldier. E aí eles vão encerrar com as informações do Intergrade para PS5.
Next time we need to like get into their gameplay, and without them knowing, and just wreck them. We can take them, I think. Because now I know it's like as I'm watching, I'm looking at like what drop zones are going to be like the hot spots. And I think Corneo's Mansion would definitely be one where there'd be a lot of fighting initially. So maybe like landing, because you never want to be the first person arrive at a scene. You always want to be the third, so that you mop up any fights and then get all the loot. That's how you do it. I would either be sorcerer or warrior. Because I either play too cautiously or too aggressively. There is no in between when I play. It just depends on what mood I am. So it'll be both of those.
And I think they're just hovering around the edge of the save zone. Oh.
Ooh,
So apparently materia is friendly fire capable. So be careful with teammates around.
No, that
Don't just
makes it better.
throw if your teammate is like.
Aí eles estão falando o seguinte: se você
Just live your life.
tá com o seu time ao lado e tacar magia, a magia pega neles, né? Então tomem cuidado aí.
Yes, strategy. Thank you, Josh.
Se jogar aí o fogo, vai acertar mesmo.
Okay, so if you're in a team of 3, you choose one as the sacrifice.
Aí, mas ninguém fala qual que é a magia que esse bicho aí tá soltando, né? Tá soltando um Matra Magic.
They are not putting a dent in its HP.
Oh my gosh, that's a tough guard scorpion.
And Kasumi's down. No. She's weakened and limping away. Wow, she just barely dodged those missiles. Oh no, she's actually she's in the resable state, so she's not actually, she's technically down and waiting to be rezzed by someone.
She's bleeding from her blast wounds.
When you're down, you don't go like flat on the ground. You can still limp.
Nossa, que legal. Dá pra curar, talvez.
So that is the res during quite a long rest. subject to change. I don't know if there's one there.
Oh no, that seems about right. You don't want reses to be quick because there's a risk to it.
For those Shinra boxes, I don't think they
Dá
should.
pra ajudar
Similar to
o amigo
make
aí
where you attack them,
de
you can
time.
get pickups from them.
Fat chocobo mouth that seats 3. That would be hilarious. You just wipe out a team with one
I mean,
pop.
Fat Chocobo is in 7, so it's an idea.
I want it.
So they inflicted, it looked like a burn status on it.
My
Maybe.
cat's scratching at my door. Can I go open the door and go in? I'm just gonna keep hearing scratches and it's driving me crazy. The game is releasing
Soon, 2021.
I was gonna avoid soon because we always say soon.
Eventually,
But soon-
TM.
Thank you. Eventually. It
É,
will-
estão falando que não tem data ainda, né? Vai sair esse ano, mas a data realmente
I
de
guess
quando
another
vai
thing that,
sair
if I didn't mention
ainda
before,
não
the
tem.
Scorpion has a crown marker on it, which means it's stronger. I think that's kind of obvious, but they're deciding not to take it down. So yeah, Ichigo told them to run away, which is why they're running away. So that this is Butter, who used his Ranger's Eye tentative name. I don't know the official translation. To reveal the other players. So it shows 4 teammates too. You saw there, I think, because I believe Kasumi is not a ranger herself, but she still saw the icons. I believe that's what happened there. Is there a beta test for it? Great question.
Great question.
You'll find the answer soon.
Just keep watching. And some answers will be. I'm not gonna say all answers. That's a lie. Some answers will be revealed.
Using the guard scorpion against them.
That's genius. Oh my god, there's so many. Like, you can bait a boss fight, get the other team in, book it, maybe with an arrow spell, and then when the guard scorpion's on them, jump back. Oh, I want to play so much. We should be in here. I'd probably not win, but I
O legal é que o deles aí, né, eles essa área que vai se restringindo
I believe
é uma
those
fumaça de
are the
poison.
Vehicles, I believe. Yeah, so those are the vehicles. The purples, I think, are monsters.
Imagine if they were running away and then the field shrunk, so they have to go back to the monster. Yeah.
There's a lot of monsters.
I think it was a coincidence because they were sticking around with one area enough so that when the arena kept shrinking, they're kind of just map awareness is very important in battle
So,
royales.
on the map right now, they're going into the green circle, and that area is. It's telling the player, or it's telling the
Bom,
player
apesar
where the safe
de
area
que
on the map
esses
is.
monstros aí, né, eles não são da área de
There's a
Midgar.
rare item that you have that tells you where the safe area is. So I don't know exactly what safe area means. I don't know if it it determines like where other players are maybe.
I think the safe area is where the arena will be next, so you'll be able to know
Like after the
where to
current
go.
one?
Yeah, once
So
it
like
starts,
one step
like
ahead.
before it shrinks.
Maybe.
And then you can since players are naturally going to be going towards the shrunken area once it does shrink, you can pre-position there and just get ready with an
So it's
ambush.
basically one step ahead.
Yeah.
Where the next safe zone is gonna be. I see.
I like battle royales, guys.
Gotcha.
That's
So
why I'm
see-
like, I'm so excited. I want to go in there and just.
So yeah,
murder
currently
things.
on the map on the left there, you see the white. That's where it's currently going to in the next 50 seconds. That's where it's going to be. Or actually, I think 50 seconds is when it's going to start shrinking, and then after that, it'll shrink there, and then it'll go to where the green area is. They're showing his equipment, which I didn't have a chance to look at.
Você vê que o cara, ele pensa rápido, né, esse Butter.
So sometimes the monsters can also have a crown mark on them to show they're stronger. Not necessarily like boss monsters like the Art Scorpion, but the Hotdog Pie can also have like a gold or a crown version.
Yeah, those crown versions would be nice to farm. It might go on a little longer, It was,
Legal que
it
tem
was
um
very,
aero,
very
né?
minimal,
Esse
but,
furacãozinho aí é o
budget
aero.
change.
I think they're pretty close to ending though because there's only 3 teams left. There's 9 players.
Yeah.
So that was one of the dropped caches, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, it's yellow. I wonder if that's epic loot.
Yes,
Or
legendary.
Tá
Yeah.
demorando muito
Yeah.
That one gets some
pra,
rain on there, but they
pra
can
arregaçar ele, né?
Well, you gotta.
She
'Cause you only
currently,
get
she
Mata
currently
so
has
os,
the
much.
os
comment of
inimigos
Blizzard
logo aí,
up
pô.
here.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that you have the optimal materia that either your team needs or in solo mode, get those
And
defensive.
that's another material.
ones.
So that's a fire that someone dropped. Or Fira.
Ó,
So that's where
já
you
tá
can
bem
purchase,
menor, hein, essa área aí, perímetro.
So
Pronto.
there is, I believe, a guild
Tá,
system
aí
where, like, when
sim.
you defeat monsters or maybe other players, you get guild and then you can purchase
Finalmente.
Someone's throwing
Louco.
things.
An arrow.
They're playing against the dev team, so it's essentially the panelists that are streaming for the Japanese stream versus the dev team. So that's where they're getting all the players. Not everyone's on camera. They're playing remotely.
Cê é louco, hein? Já pensou tomar logo na cara assim, esse fogo aí?
Fight, they're gonna have the last 2 teams of 3.
Yeah, and that arena's small, so
Poor guy.
no, just end
All
this
right, so
misery.
now we're on to the final 2 teams. Again, teams are 3 players in the first
É,
order.
os times são feitos de 3 jogadores, então
Can you explain
sobraram,
phase? So phases are just
sobraram
when
2
the
times
zones are
agora.
shrinking. So yeah, it's just letting you know when the next shrink is going to happen. And I don't recall how many phases in total. I didn't count how many they had last time or how high it can go.
Yeah, they got Comet. It looks like Comet's the gonna be the main thing. I want to
It
see
would have been
different-
fun to watch us play. Yes, it would be fun. It's in development though, and it would be
Ah,
hard.
eles
for us to
estão
find
cacetando o Chocobo
73
ali,
other
né?
people to play with,
I mean,
unless it's a beta, which we'll talk
unless
about
it's a beta. I was about to say, unless it's a beta, that'd be pretty fun.
soon.
Cause that's
Tem
why
que
I. if
recuperar
I do join
energia,
beta,
né,
I'm
filho?
not gonna be glacy, 'cause
Recuperar o
nothing's more
HP,
fun
pô.
than shooting down
Vacilou.
Mori is down. Remember that earlier he was saying like he was telling his teammates to go ahead. He doesn't want to die and
Did
like
he die?
and feed the other team, but he's sticking around. Wait,
There
are they
is
just
friendly
letting? Are they just
fire.
letting this guy show up?
Yeah, he's like, this is called toying with your enemy. it's pure.
That was
Flexing.
peak stealth gameplay there.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
Venceram.
So that is the end of the trio matches. Good job.
Good job! Yay!
Ó, legal, hein?
And
They
I
can't hear me,
don't
but I'm
think
so
they're
proud of
going to
them.
show more screens. There we go.
Yeah, man. Butter was like, I died. That's not supposed to happen, and then
So now he's just
he
talking,
showed us why he's a pro player.
talking about the comments he was seeing on chat.
That butter doesn't melt under pressure. Butter doesn't melt under pressure. It actually doesn't even melt in room temperature, which makes it ideal. So that was just a terrible joke.
Some other miscellaneous points that I missed. Let's see. So another point I
Yuffie isn't
missed
even
was
born
during,
yet, guys.
Bosses do have like kind of like a hate system or an enmity system, and so you have to get away a certain distance before the boss's hate goes down. Otherwise, it'll keep following you, which is why the rocket range is so long. Another point was, they were looking for Ifrit, but he's not there. And for comet AoEs, you can actually, if you're an enemy, you can see where the comet's AoE range is. So it's visible to other players. So you can, if you keep an eye out for it, you can try to dodge it in time. But yeah, how can you
Achei
acquire
legal, hein?
summons? I don't know if they mentioned specifically, but I'm assuming if you. it's
Bom,
just
acabaram
if
aí
you keep, like,
as
as an
gameplays, né? Eles vão começar a falar
Which is, I
sobre
mean, it's the keeps
as
it
informações, né? Só estão fazendo aquela resenha pós-jogo,
You don't wanna,
né?
like, lock any So I like that it's available as a drop because that means anyone has a chance to get it.
Someone in chat asking about character customizations. They didn't talk about anything aside from having various cosmetics, which you saw at the very beginning, like someone in like a chocobo suit. What about the vending machines? So we saw, I think they showed 2 of them during the gameplay. One of them is just for buying like potions, ether, ammo. There was another one, it looked like it was a weapon upgrade vending machine. And the currency is gil that you get from like defeating monsters in the field.
It actually would be pretty amazing if you could. There's just like one vending machine that has like snacks.
Someone in chat, yeah, finding Ifrit is like finding a rare gear in a normal Battle Royale game. It's just that here you can get a variety of different things from the chests. So you can get materia, you can get summons, which you can just think of as like the highest rarity materia. Giving more feedback, so Kasumi like being able to enjoy some of the PvE elements in Trio. For example, it's
Você está falando sobre os elementos PvE, né? Nos times. Então é um jogo que mistura bastante, né? Um Battle Royale com PvP e PvE. Isso é legal. Mas é uma via de mão dupla, né? Quer dizer, você ficar preocupado com PvE, você toma na lata no PvP, né? Você tá ali matando os monstrinhos e o cara só tá mirando sua cabeça.
First thing is they mentioned that the relationship between Ichikawa, the producer, he's the gentleman in the blue blazer and the white shirt, second from the left. They have like their relationship is very open in terms of communication, so they bounce ideas off each other a lot. So it's not just like one person's vision; they work together for it.
Which is yeah, that's always like
that's how you do it.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, man, stay for the whole stream.
And so last thing they're saying is there's still more to show, but that's all that they can show for now.
Yeah, if Sheep is not in here at some point, I will cry. I know I've threatened that a lot.
So next, we're getting close to the end. So first we're going to talk about some new info for Final Fantasy VII, the First Soldier.
Agora eu vou falar sobre as novas informações.
So first we're going to talk about the closed beta. Some information. People are wondering when it's going to happen.
Tem que falar, né? Quando que vai acontecer?
In terms of when you can start signing up for the beta, it's going to be today, right after this stream.
Yeah. Can I go higher? Is there more? Oh, okay. Well, that's still pretty high. That's good.
Waiting for the slide with more details.
More details. Let's just put it up preemptively.
O beta vai sair depois do stream, é? Louco, hein?
Man, they're really good at holding the suspense. It's keeping me in suspense now.
I know, right? I'm gonna go get my cat. She keeps crying.
Okay, so now let's give some details about the closed beta.
Right now? Is it happening? I don't know.
She's mentioning the dates, but she's not showing the slide.
No.
So
Eles não falaram nada ainda.
Okay, so now I can show. So, it's going to be, the beta period is going to be from June 1st.
Vai ser dia 1º de junho.
It's going to be today from 6 a.m. to May 27th, 8 p.m. PT. The sign-up method is going to be through Google Play. Disclaimer, so the sign-up method, this is different from the Japanese version. So, for the English version, it's only going to be through Google Play and only the Android version, whereas the Japanese version is going to be Android and iOS. So unfortunately, for the English version, it's only going to be Google Play and only Android, and only US and Canada. And so then you can go to this site for some additional details.
Então dia 27 já dá pra se inscrever e o beta vai acontecer do dia 1 ao dia 7. Então anotem nas agendas aí, porque a gente vai meter bala.
Hope you'll follow it. I'm going to show it on screen even though I haven't shown it on yet, but there we go.
I actually think it's also a Moobot little thing, so he's just been cycling.
Right, so these are the social channels. So on Twitter, twitter.com/ffvii_fs_en, and the Discord is that link there. We do have it posted on social channels as well, where we'll announce future information about the first soldier.
Discord time. Actually, I'm gonna jump in there right now.
And so we're planning on releasing even more information up until the game's release and throughout the beta period. And so with that, we've reached the end, which means we'll be having new information for Final Fantasy VII Remake
E estamos chegando ao final, né? Eles vão falar
So as soon as
sobre
that game
as
starts,
informações sobre o Integrate,
forever.
que é para
Not
PS5, né?
But so once they show it, I have to abruptly cut, and then after that, we're going to be ending the stream. So until that happens, thank you all for joining.
It's a lot of fun hanging
Not
out
sure
at
if we'll be
Fort.
on for the
Então,
next
do
stream.
First Soldier
Probably
foi
not.
isso, né?
But whenever that happens, you'll find out. So everyone's super hyped for what Nomura-san is going to present. The guests are thanking the hosts for bringing them on.
If you guys are able to join the CBT, we highly recommend you do so. As you can see, it looks like a lot of fun, and your feedback will be greatly appreciated. Like, we want to make sure that, you know, this is the game that you want. This is the Battle Royale that you see yourself
We'll
in.
be reading your comments over here after the stream,
Yes.
so don't think that they're isolating you guys. So this is, again, the producer for Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier, Shoichi Ichikawa-san, thanking everyone.
Okay.
Hope you'll look forward to playing The First Soldier. And Ashizawa-san is also thanking everyone.
That info's coming up very soon. And also, coincidentally, when you see it, that'll be the end of the stream. She needs like a pro
Let
gamer
me
tag
let me
on the
hide.
other side.
Soon. Almost at the new information.
Soon. I'm sorry we say that a lot.
É, eles estão se despedindo, né?
We need to say it. We can't.
Porque o lance do First Soldier já foi, né?
This is Butter-san, again, the pro gamer. He plays PUBG Mobile for FEV Gaming.
He got his reputation restored. He rocked that second round.
And Tenkomori-san is just talking about how he felt so powerful when leveling up, but he didn't actually do much.
He's like if I were playing, that would exactly be me. Like, I'd spend too much time leveling and then get sniped across the map, and then here's my game.
And finally,
Buildings.
some comments from Nomura-san. So Nomura-san was just talking about how he's reading. He is always reading all the comments.
He really does.
He really appreciates your feedback, and if you could play the beta and give your feedback there.
Like, I've actually seen Nomura-san be like so hands-on.
Just so
in
that they
all
can
of
make this
his
a game that
projects.
the best game possible, so that you can really enjoy it.
Yeah, map like changing the scheme and the UI, a customizable UI is so great for.
And so
mobile.
then they'll adjust the game as needed based on your feedback for your enjoyment. And then this is the thing you've all been looking forward to.
Here we go.
We're going to show the FF7 Remake Intergrade.
Is it happening? We're just gonna randomly cut
Não,
off.
eles vão
Comments, rather.
falar alguma coisa, mas eu quero saber da versão pra
happening.
PC,
I'm
gente.
literally in the same boat as
Cadê a
Matt.
versão pra
I'm just
PC?
waiting for you to pull the switch. Ooh, we can let the social team know if the slides should be up on Twitter. Or yeah, that'd be really nice. So we can pass that along to the social team. this is so suspenseful. It's like waiting for just the cutoff, but you don't know when. I want to see the trailer. I want to see the info.
Just talking about how hard the team worked on it. A lot of stuff they need to confirm.
Yeah, man. All sorts of confirmations. I'm sorry, I'm reacting to another chat. My bad.
So yeah, people in chat and all over the internet are asking about comments about the next FF7 remake next episode. He wants to comment, but there are too many things to confirm.
Yeah.
So he can't really make any comments until those are confirmed.
You have to be careful with confirmations. I wouldn't be a CM if I didn't have at least 3 different chats open.
Just ask you all to wait a little longer for more information about that, about the next episode.
I miss the Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera community. What's up, guys? If you're here, it's been a while. It's been 2 months. We're taking it well though.
That's really all he said, basically. There's a lot he wants to say, but he can't give too much information about this, but we just to look forward to it. And now, finally...
eles não vão dar nenhum spoiler, né? Spoiler não, eles não vão falar nada sobre o segundo episódio, né? E aí acabou. Esse aí é o trailer do Integrate. Ué? Rufus. Sephiroth. E aí a Yuffie, né? Que esse que é o Intergrade, né? What the fuck? Scarlet. A ninja de Wutai, né? Integrate. Aí sim, hein? (10 de junho). Mas isso para PS5, né? Bom, gente, foi isso. Valeu a todos aí por acompanharem. E é isso, né? Vamos esperar aí. Final desse mês vai sair a inscrição. E aí o beta do First Soldier vai ser em junho. Certo? Obrigado a todos e até mais. Sair aqui, vocês vão acabar vendo